The Republic is under siege, and the villains are hiding in plain sight. Corrupt judges and prosecutors who exploit their power to destroy families and strip Americans of their rights. They hide behind the illusion of immunity, while our institutions, built to protect liberty, now erode it. The time to act is now. We have the tools. Trump's cabinet, the presidency, the Supreme Court, Truth Social, and voices like Elon Musk working to amplify the truth. But these tools mean nothing without direction. We, the people, must guide this effort, starting where the corruption is most rampant, our courthouses.
I want the judges to stop being political jackals on the bench and participate. We didn't even talk about it. Participate in the deep state prosecutions that have weaponized justice. The American people to have enough ammunition of the truth that they are the ones that enact the accountability in Washington, D.C. That is how you see a sea change. I know the people that, guys like me, may take self-fulfillment in seeing that guy or that gal go to prison for breaking the law. But that is not going to fix Washington, D.C. Unless you can combine that piece with educating America that this is going on writ large. Because you're not going to get everybody, right? But if you get enough Americans in there to get Congress to do what they should be doing, right? What I want is for people to get Congress to execute the authority they have on instances like this and have him held accountable there. And then I want the DOJ and FBI to be run by the Constitution. I want the intel communities to focus on our overseas threats and our border. I want all of these people that join the ranks of government to respond to the needs of the American people. It might sound pie in the sky, but if you want to fix it, fix it. I give you 50 things to do in here, but if the American people aren't behind you, then you won't have the accountability you really want. What are all these people doing here? Looking for their next government promotion, looking for their next fancy government title, looking for their parachute out of government. So while you're bringing in the right people, you also have to shrink government.
So massive government reform.
Yeah, and you got to work with Congress to eliminate the billets. This is one of the things we did when I was deputy DNI. We got to DNI and I was like, okay, what do all these people do? We've got the CIA, so why do I have analysts doing the CIA's job here? Why do I have a floor of them? Like, give me a good answer. I don't know everything. I don't know a lot. But if you can give me an answer that satisfies their existence, I'm all in. Well, we just have our own people. Okay, well, now we don't. And we went to Congress and zeroed out a bunch of billets, and they hated us for it. Then we need to decrease what I call government creep with personnel. The FBI's footprint has gotten so freaking big, and the biggest problem the FBI has come out of its intel shops. I'd break that component out of it. I'd shut down the FBI Hoover building on day one and reopening the next day as a museum of the deep state. And I'd take the 7,000 employees that work in that building and send them across America to chase down criminals. Go be cops. You're cops. Go be cops. Go chase down murderers and rapists and drug dealers and violent offenders. What do you need 7,000 people there for? Same thing with DOJ. What are all these people doing here? Looking for their next government promotion, looking for their next fancy government title, looking for their parachute out of government. So while you're bringing in the right people, you also have to shrink government.
Did you hear that? Kash Patel just handed us the keys to the most powerful force in America. He's asking us to take control, to tell him what justice looks like. He's ready to move, but he needs us, the people, to light the path. Where do we start? Right where the corruption festers. County courthouses, federal courthouses, and the agents enabling this tyranny. Judges who destroy lives with fraudulent rulings, prosecutors who imprison the innocent while getting rich, courthouses that tear children from their parents without even an accusation of a crime, without evidence, without due process for a crime, because they aren't even accusing them of crimes and they're removing children. These villains believe they are untouchable. They believe they have absolute immunity. And for a long time, that's how we've operated. But they are wrong. And the times are changing. Kash Patel is ready. The MAGA cabinet is in place, but this government vehicle will not move without a driver, and that driver is you. We are the instructors of this government. We tell them where to go and who to bring to justice. This is the fight to reclaim 1776 again, and the battlefield is justice. So what will it be? Sit back and let the villains tighten their grip? Or rise, unite, and demand accountability? The choice is yours. But make no mistake, the time to act is now. Kash Patel is ready to strike. All he's waiting for is you.
But what you have is a buildup of so many actions by the deep state that it becomes borderline treasonous to allow those people and their activities in a collective fashion to ever be applied to the United States.